Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be hopping back on our 57 build. So today we're going to be replacing some of our glass. We're going to be getting some windows tinted, getting some emblems painted, getting our brake pads replaced, getting our calipers painted. Going to get this thing looking a little bit better. So let's go, guys. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, this is our 57 Chevy truck build. We did a cat eye chassis swap on it. So it has an LS 4L60, chopped the frame 30 inches. On the last episode, we got our aux beam panel installed. Today we're gonna be hopping on getting our glass replaced right here. So this guy has been sketching me out since day one. We're gonna finally address this. We're gonna be swapping this guy out, and we're gonna be tinting some of our other glass. So we're gonna get our side windows tinted, so our passenger, our driver's side window tinted, and we're gonna get our rear tinted. The only glass that we are missing is gonna be this butterfly window right here, but we will worry about that later. Our first task is to pop this panel off right here. So it looks like we just have a bunch of Phillips screws we have to remove for this door panel. We gotta get these guys off. I have two screws right here that's holding the window in. Try to loosen these guys up. So now we're gonna try to take this glass out so we can just replace the pane. We gotta keep this trim around it. Looks right here like we have some flathead screws. So we're gonna see if these guys will come off. I also did drop stuff in the door that we're gonna have to fish out with a magnet. All right, guys, we got our glass completely out. The shards coming off of these things are extremely sharp. Not some glass you want to be messing with or handling without gloves. This stuff's pretty crazy. Now we got this guy out. Let's go look at our new one. Here we have our door glass from Classic Parts. This door glass ran us 40 bucks from Classic Parts. And over here we have our tint that we got off Amazon. So this is 5% tint, 20-inch by 100-foot roll. That guy ran us $45 on Amazon. Hopefully this is some quality stuff. It had good reviews. Let's unpack this door glass, see how it fits. Here she is, nice and clear. Can't even see it. I ended up snapping one of these screws because it was just so rusty. So I just put a rivet in there for now. So hopefully that guy clears the track. But our new glass is in, guys. And I think before we go and put it back in, we're gonna lay some of this tin out. So I got it tinted, but I'm probably gonna take it off because I messed up right here in this corner. We're gonna redo that. It does look good though. It is very dark. It does look like 5%. Alright guys, well, in an attempt to get rid of an air bubble right here, I ended up just kind of messing up the whole thing. So I'm gonna redo it a third time. Alright guys, after our 4th attempt, I think we're pretty solid. I think we're gonna go with it. It's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty good. Now it's finally time to throw her back in. Our tint is in. Yeah, we'll get the rest of this tinted and see how it looks. I think it's gonna look pretty damn good. Alright guys, we got our second window tinted. Came out a little better. So this other one had a chance to dry on this other side and there was a little bit of bubbles. So a few bubbles came out in here on this other side. So I might do it again, but we're just gonna leave it for now and do the rest of it. But this one turned out pretty good. I'm gonna throw a little bit of tint on this guy right here. This does have some like separation on the 2 panes of glass. We're just gonna tint over it for now. I do have 2 new vent windows on the way. So here's where we're at with the tint. So passenger side, pretty decent, probably the best out of all of it. This guy, just because of that separation in the glass right here, and it has dirt behind it, you can kind of see the lines and the bubbles, but that is in the glass, that's not in the tint. This side's good. We do have some more vent windows on order. They have gotten delayed, so it might be a while till we get there. Our back window, we've had multiple attempts, probably at least 64 attempts. It's very hard because of the curvature of the glass right here, because this is a wraparound window, and definitely have to apply a lot of heat when you're shrinking it on the back to get it just right. This is as good as I have so far. Nowhere near perfect. Over here is really bad. I think I didn't line this up centered when I put it on the inside, so it kind of gave me these lines. I'm gonna try to redo this back window. We'll redo this window as well, just because all of this contamination popped up underneath it. We're gonna take a little break from tinting, so I'm gonna pop these emblems back off of the truck, and we're gonna get them taped up, and we're gonna get them painted. Got our painters here. Y'all gonna paint our emblems? Whoa, dude. Alright guys, we got all 3 of our emblems off of the truck. We have our paint right here that we got from O'Reilly's. These guys ran us $32. This guy we're gonna be using on our emblems right here. So we just gotta get these guys cleaned up, taped off, and then we'll spray these guys. These guys right here we're gonna use on our calipers. So yeah guys, we're gonna clean these off and tape them up. All right guys, we got these all washed up. So now we're gonna take them inside, and we're actually, instead of taping them and spraying them, we're actually gonna try to spray some on like a pallet or on a piece of cardboard. And we're actually gonna try to hand paint all of it instead. Just because I think it might be easier to hand paint it than to actually tape off all of these lines. So we're gonna get these guys inside, try to hand paint them, see what happens. All right guys, we have our emblems all painted up right now. We're gonna throw those back on the truck. We have our tailgate painted, came out really nice. So right now guys, we're gonna toss these emblems back on the truck. And right here we have some brake pads, front and rear, that we're just gonna pad slap on the truck. These guys ran us 50 bucks on Amazon. Yeah, we're gonna get this truck up in the air, and once we have the calipers off, getting them all painted up, throw them new pads on, throw the wheels back on, call it a day. All right guys, we got all of our emblems back on. I like it, the red pops really good. We're ripping up our foundation over here. Did you do that, bro? All right guys, so that's gonna be the end of this episode. We got our tint on, we got our calipers painted, we got our emblems painted, we got our V and T painted. We're still waiting on these butterfly windows, but we'll get those done in a later episode. Also, we're gonna we're gonna keep working on our tint. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna keep trying till we get it right. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode, guys. We're gonna be throwing some clear on this baby. She's gonna be all shined up. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.